The Christmas blanket is the one that each family has one, and the story of this is that on Christmas Day, the first day of December, every child gets it one night, and then the next night it goes on the next child, and then it goes to the dad, and then it goes to the mom, and keeps rotating all through December, and finally on Christmas Eve, place it down so that Santa Claus can get under it when he comes on Christmas Eve. I made one for each of the children, you children, and I didn't have one. And several years ago, maybe 10, maybe 15 years ago, Carol made this one for me. This is a Christmas throw and one of my favorite possessions, and the two pillows that Edie Bell gave to us for a Christmas many years ago. Well, Edie is the patron saint of the Kirkhams. She has such gifts. She did not make this, incidentally, but she has, everything that she had made in her life was laid end to end. It would circle the globe many, many times. Just this morning before I went to church, I got out a handkerchief that had tatted lace on the end that Edie had made for me many years ago. In this bedroom I have a throw on the bed that is a picture of Santa Claus. Whether you can see Santa Claus there, that Uncle Gary gave to us years and years ago, many years ago. And this Christmas tablecloth we have had for a long, long time, and Joy and John McNabb gave that to us, and this was the table that always fits, and she also gave me a Lennox candy dish that's downstairs that we will see. This is a Christmas book that I keep out all year long. It has one of the photographs of all 13 grandchildren with my dad, who played Santa Claus for years and years, and on the inside of the book are favorite Christmas stories of ours that we have loved and have used over the years. Our stockings that Cindy Bench Morris knit for us years and years ago. And ultimately she knit a stocking for everyone in the family. This is a stocking that Susan Smith made for us when she was still Susan Smith. Since we've moved here, I've really enjoyed having the 3 poinsettias in the window seat there. They not only look pretty when we come upstairs, but they're very pretty as you come up the road. This is our BYU tree, and on the top of it is our BYU Barbie. When Richard was in the stake presidency, he ran onto some of these glass balls out to Walmart, and they had Idaho State University and so on, and he purchased several to give to the authorities as they would come to state conference to visit. And he told me, "Mom, there are BYU ornaments out there you ought to have." And so I ran right out and got them, and then I used the blue bows and the blue balls that we already have, and have decorated this tree, and I love it. And then we have for a tree skirt, we use a BYU blanket, and then all of this BYU memorabilia down here, because you cut my blood veins and the blood runs blue. And this is a ceramic Christmas tree that Roger Horrocks made, and I have two of these because I bought another one for Roger and gave it to Grandma Smith, and that one is in here. And these little stockings that you see hanging on doorways, Shirley Pincock made. This is the Lennox candy dish that matches the tablecloth upstairs that Joy McNabb gave to us on another Christmas. This snowman, Kenton Maryland Granite gave to us when he was in the first year he was in the bishopric with Dad, and I treasure that fun little artifact. Mary Lynn Romney made this reindeer for us years and years ago. The mariachi band we got on one of our trips to Mexico, and the centerpieces that you see all over were centerpieces that the boys sent to us when we had the store. Chuck Carpenter and that bunch of men that gave them to us. The Christmas moose are little stuffed animals that Cindy Bench Morris sent to us about 5 years ago. This creche, Nativity, is one that Uncle Gary gave to us. It was long before he was married, and Andrew's, what, 23 or 24 years old. And I said, oh, keep watching, because I would like our children to have one of those. And I think ultimately he did get one for each family. The Nativity below is a Mexican one that we got on one of our trips to Mexico. And the little granny there is one that Norma Hilliard's daughter made for me, because I saved her pantyhose so that she could make these funky little things. And this is also years old. What's Christmas without stuffed animals? This moose, welcome moose, Callan and Jen Morris gave to us about 4 years ago. And I keep that out all the time. He sits right here all the time. Jill and Kirk gave me that car because it is a replica of the real 1912 Model T Ford, or not Model T, the mother-in-law Ford that Dad gave to me, that is in the museum. And they gave me this years ago for Christmas. And then the year after Gramps died, 6 or 7 years ago, Kathy made this Gramps Santa Claus and filled it with High Priest mints. And I keep this out all year long too, and I put him right in the mother-in-law seat. And these two, I keep these out all year long too. These are 2 snowballs that Kirk Robert gave to me, and I treasure those. These are nutcracker ornaments that Hazel and George Cox gave to us. The schoolhouse is one that Cindy Morris sent to me because I was an old school teacher. Heavy on the old. But I keep that. This arrangement I keep out like that all year long. And this centerpiece is one that Aunt Donna and Uncle Bob gave us. And the little ornament or figurine or whatever he is of St. Nick or Father Claus or whatever, Grandpa found it. And I love it. I think it's wonderful, and it matches this centerpiece. The tic-tac-toe game is just one that I saw and wanted and bought it. The bell, this bell, is another gift from Joy and John McNabb. And the little Santa Claus bell, I don't remember where I got it.
Oh, but you know, son, of all the things that you've talked about, that's the one thing I can remember from as a child. I know, I just remember it as a child.
We've had it for years. I mean, I've had it for 100 years. There's no question about it.
I was a little teeny boy when that.
And these 3 volumes, these are the Life Book of Christmas, and they've been on our coffee table at Christmas time every year for at least 100 years. And the 2 Christmas tree music boxes don't remember where they came from. The Norman Rockwell Christmas book is something that I really value because it's from Judy Hatch, and she has written such a lovely tribute to us in front of it. And she knows I love Norman Rockwell. And this is one that Ginger Chester sent to us many, many years ago. And the Christmas Angel is one that Ann Smith, when she was still Ann Smith, did for us. Isn't she pretty? And I have used her as a treetop, and I keep her out all year too, because I think she's pretty. This is another of the ceramic Christmas trees that Roger Hort did that Roger gave one to us, and I bought one for Mother. The pillow, and Streeter gave us the African. Must confess I don't remember where it came, but we've had it for hundreds of years. Our Christmas tree just kind of evolved. I don't really know exactly how. We had always had at the apartment a blue and gold Christmas tree. And when we came up here and bought the artificial tree, because we just decided that new trees, fresh trees, were too difficult to handle. And this just has happened. There are many special ornaments on that tree in addition to the gold balls, but the tinsel, do you ever remember a Christmas tree we had that we didn't have that tinsel on? And we've had it for a long, long time. But there are many really special ornaments on this tree that we need to know about. This is one with music that Nadia Smith gave to us. This is one of the, Andrea and Rich Crowley have sent us the White House ornament from the White House collection for years. And this is one of those. This is the one they sent this year. It's absolutely beautiful with a picture of the White House in crystal. This was one. Let's see there. Where's my train? There are. This is one with Abraham Lincoln. I can't see the one that I just put on that Andrea and Rich just sent. No, that's the one they just sent. The one they sent last year was, it's a long train, and I keep that out all year long. This is a violin that Joy McNabb saw once, and she said, oh, that just reminds me of Richard. And this ornament is one that Hazel ordered on, what is it? What's she always buying from? The home, whatever it is, I'll think of it. And this one of Elvis Presley is one that Marilyn and Kent Granite sent us several years. Oh, here's the carriage. Is that a beautiful ornament or what? That's the carriage and the horses. That was the White House ornament a couple of years ago. But other than that, there are all these. Some of the gold ornaments also belong to Mother because she had pink and gold ornaments, and Gramps gave the pink ornaments to Carol, and I kept the gold ornaments. But any of the ornaments that you see that are White House ornaments, Rich and Kathy lent to us. Home Shoppers, is that what she buys stuff from? Anyway, that's a gorgeous ornament, and I keep that out with my amethyst stuff every year. And I guess that's all there is in here. Is that enough? Marilyn Granite's hobby is Christmas too, and so she's added a great deal to our display. And this silk wreath is one they gave us. Cindy Morris Bench made this, and she has made one for every month of the year for me. This is just a welcome thing I have. And Judy Hatch made this, and Edie Bell gave me that, though she did not make it, but I do have a couple of stockings that Edie has made. This is what Edie Bell makes, or these. I've got hundreds of these. This wreath, this Christmas wreath that's on the inside is what Cora and Elaine Hoffman sent us when Dad died. And so it's especially meaningful, not only because it came from him, but because it memorialized Dad's life. Let's see, on this wall, our friend Beth Chugg made the Santa face for us the year that Dad died and gave that to us. And Cindy made the Happy Holidays. And Susie Ellis made this macrame. And here are some more of the stockings that Sister Pincock made. When Mother was Relief Society president, this was one of the projects that her Relief Society did at one of their homemaking meetings with them. So I put some new ribbon in him and put a new can in it and put it out and put all the Halloween candy in it. And this is Christmas to me because always when Richard and Kirk were tiny, little boys, well, they weren't tiny. When they were little boys, they would go over to the drugstore on the corner and always would bring me a Whitman sampler, a little Whitman sampler. And these are ones that Richard has added in the last 5 or 10 years, and I just keep those up there. And so it's Christmas all year long for me. I'd have Christmas out all year if I could. Susie Ellis. She wasn't Susie Stokes then, but she was Susie Ellis. You were probably juniors in high school when she made this for us because she worked for us. And Merry Christmas she did for us several years later. And this I have not hung up, but Lois Delwyn Cox sent that. Lois made that to us for us. I haven't hung it up. And cookie jar over the river and through the woods is from the granite. Cindy made the mittens, and you're supposed to be able to hang your stockings on this. All the Lenox china is here, service for 14, and it says Lenox on the back. Years ago, Joy McNabb gave me one Lenox dinner plate. I mean, kind of a squirrely present. Expensive, but kind of squirrely. And so I just have added to it and added to it and added to it and Jill has given me a china plate. And this is a Christmas bowl that Marilyn and Kent Granite sent. I don't know what else Christmas there is down here. Probably a lot of things.
Don't you have some?
Well, this is my holiday, and the bunny ears change every month as I change this. And Julian Romney Timpson did this one for